Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back with another interesting topic in Vedic astrology today. And today we will be talking about the effects of the planet Sun in the zodiac sign of Aries. And we're not talking about transits that keep happening in our lives of the planets. We are talking about this position of Sun in your natal chart, okay, meaning which at the time of your birth, if Sun was transiting the zodiac sign of Aries, so it'll show permanently in your Rashi chart, in your natal chart, and you will see the planet Sun where number 1 is written. As we know that the zodiac sign Aries is the first zodiac sign, so if you see the planet Sun and it is placed in Aries or where number 1 is written in your natal birth chart, then this video is for you, okay? So what are the effects of Sun in Aries as per the ancient scriptures? And once again, I'll remind you that all my videos are a direct reference to the ancient scriptures. It is not a figment of imagination of any modern day astrologer, okay? So I apologize, I have a bad throat still. So now what the ancient scriptures say, that in case Sun is in Aries, and we know that Aries is the exaltation sign of Sun, so Sun becomes extremely powerful there, extremely auspicious there, extremely comfortable there, meaning which in Aries zodiac sign. So the scriptures say that a person is excellent. If such a combination is there, then a person is excellent in Shastrartha. That's a Sanskrit word for debate, okay? But not just debate. Shastra is related to the ancient scriptures, spiritual scriptures. So he will be extremely great in debating in terms of spiritual debating, okay? When he can talk to other spiritual leaders and argue and present his point of views and his interpretation of the ancient scriptures, he's going to be excellent in that, because as we know that the Sun also rules over the four Vedas, okay? And if it rules over the four Vedas, everything in Hinduism, whatever comes, the spiritual part comes from the Vedas. And if Sun rules over the Vedas, obviously he's a master of that. And if Sun is exalted in the zodiac sign of Aries, he can be excellent in debating in spiritual matters, okay? Also, it has been mentioned that he would be very, very skilled in other sciences which require intellect, okay? So, well, one of the other sciences which requires intellect and wisdom is Jyotish or Vedic astrology, as we know, okay? And he'll also be very famous in that. So you'll see, well, you know, any kind of skill which is related to wisdom, knowledge, ancient scriptures, a person whose Sun is in Aries or exalted is going to be excellent in that, okay? And also will be famous doing that. So many of the famous astrologers will have Sun exalted. Many of famous spiritual speakers or heads of spiritual organizations, you will see that they may have, not necessarily have, but they may have an exalted Sun, which is Sun in the zodiac sign of Aries. Now, exaltation also depends on degrees. We're not getting into that at the time. We'll just assume that Sun is exalted in the entire zodiac sign of Aries for now, okay? It'll give exaltation like effects, okay? So without going to the degrees, of course, we know that, you know, there's a degree where Sun gets deep exaltation. Also, he will be fond, a person whose Sun is in Aries, he will be fond of wars, okay? So it's not that he's gonna go out and pick up wars, but he'll be like kingly, like a king, who is not fearful of wars, getting into wars for a rightful cause, of course. So he's ever ready, for a war. His military, if he's a king, of course, then his military will always be ready, to fight wars, so on and so forth. He'll be a little aggressive, of course, because of the pitta temperament, the fiery element, which comes with sun. And here, sun is very comfortable in the zodiac sign of Aries, as we know. So he's going to be pretty aggressive. Okay, whatever he does, any kind of a work he does, he's going to be very skillful in that. So skill in whatever work he's, whether it's a sport or whether it's related to government work or his own work, could be even, a business. Although people associated with sun are mostly into government activities, but still, whatever work he does, even in a sport, like he may be a great polo player, or he may be a good squash player, racquetball, any game, cricket, he will be very skilled, in work, in corporate work, in business, in administration, government job. He will be extremely, extremely skillful. And also, one quality with people who have their sun in Aries is that they like to travel a lot. Okay, so it could be for pleasure, could be for work. They are, they love to travel, and other than love, they are involved in a lot of travel. They'll probably be in a job which requires them to travel, or they could be in a sport which requires them to travel, or even love for travel. One very important thing which comes with people whose sun is in Aries is they're going to have very strong bones, because we know that one of the significations of sun is bones. Sun signifies bones in the human body. Okay, just like we know that flesh is signified by Jupiter and so on and so forth, blood is signified by moon. Sun significator, or bones rather, are signified by the planet sun. So obviously, if you see sun placed in Mesha or Aries, okay, it's very comfortable there. So you can just come to a conclusion that yes, he is going to have strong bones. Okay, so like many of those diseases which are related to bones, like I think it's rickets or something, which is related to bones, you may not see a lot with people whose sun is in Aries. Okay, their bones will be strong, they won't crack very often. You would have seen a lot of kids, breaking their bones all the time, fractures, cracks. This won't happen for people whose sun is in Aries. Okay, they're going to be very courageous. Whatever work they do, they'll do it with a lot of dedication and a lot of courage. Very aggressive way, of course, and sometimes being a lot of bringing a lot of aggressiveness more than required may not be good, but generally, they'll do it in a very, you know, very, very dedicated way and with a lot of courage. That's the word, courageous. Okay, and obviously, we know that that's coming from their pitta nature. Okay, pitta is the fiery element in them. Okay, they will be very, very, if you look at them, they'll be radiant. They'll have a lot of radiance in their personality, so which brings to them a lot of magnetic appeal. People will be drawn towards them because of the power of the sun. Okay, we know that all the planets go around sun because of its radiance, its power, its glory. So if sun is placed in Aries in somebody's birth chart, you will see these qualities all their lives if it's there in the natal chart. Okay, but just don't jump to a conclusion based on these qualities which are mentioned in the ancient scriptures. You have to see, obviously, what degrees the sun is, what conjunctions sun has, whether it's malefic conjunction or a benefic conjunction of other planets. What aspects it has? Does it have aspects of malefics? Does it have aspects of benefics? whether it's conjunct a planet like Rahu and Ketu, which brings with it an eclipse or not, what houses it is placed on, whether it's placed in good angle houses, trine houses, or whether it's placed in bad houses, those thana houses, so on and so forth. So all the analysis may just go off. So don't jump to a conclusion just based on this general characteristic of people uh, whose sun is in Aries. Okay, because a lot of people, when they see this description, which may be coming from the ancient scriptures, but then when they compare it to a chart of a person who has sun in Aries and none of these qualities exist, he'll start saying, well, no, Vedic astrology does not make sense. No, you have to look the chart. You have to look at the chart in totality, like I just mentioned, conjunctions, aspects, strengths, good houses, bad houses, all these things. Okay, so it brings with it a lot of radiance in it, and it brings with it a lot of strength in the body. Of course, we discussed that a person with sun in Aries has strong bones, but in general terms also, the body is going to be very strong as well. Okay, and if it's in its deep exaltation point, sun gets its deep exaltation point in its 19th degree, meaning which if sun is placed between 18 degrees and 19 degrees, it's at its deepest exaltation. Okay, then it has been mentioned in the scriptures that he can be a king. Now in modern day and age there are no kings, but he'll have all the qualities and all the uh, luck to lead a king like job, like you would see in a diplomat or a successful politician, or or any kind of a occupation where he's going to be kind of like a king or a ruler, uh, with all the qualities of sun which is coming with it. Okay, um, so this was a little discussion on what are the effects of sun when sun is placed in your natal chart in the zodiac sign of Aries. Okay, and these effects are going to be felt throughout your life, of course, more when sun's periods are operating, but generally speaking, you'll see these effects throughout the entire life. So and in the meanwhile, while you enjoyed this video, I will recommend subscribe to my channel, check out my website. I apologize for my bad throat again, and there is a link below to my website. In the meanwhile, I will recommend keep watching, and I'll see you with an interesting topic in Vedic astrology in my next session very soon. Goodbye.